Marbles have entertained generations of kids and grown-ups, and there's a lot of work that goes into those tiny toys. Christine went to the Moon Marble Company in Bonner Springs to see a maker in action.
Gina, talk about taking a trip down memory lane. That's exactly what I'm doing here. They have games, candy, taking me back to when I was really young. But these marbles in particular reminded me of when I was so young playing with my sister. And as you can see, they have tons of them. But these are machine-made marbles, but they have other ones, handmade marbles. And I wanted to know how it's done. Take a look. I have added to my attire a little bit here, thanks to Bruce. Bruce, what am I wearing? What do you have me wearing?
Marble shooter's cap.
Nice.
And a lot of times they would put their awards, they pin their awards to them. You can see up here on this Norman Rockwell, there's a little boy with the beanie.
So we are making a marble today. Where do you even start?
So we like to use glass from everywhere. But I like the colors that we get from Italy. And I'm gonna make a marble first out of this color here, which is called petroleum green. First thing I'm gonna do is light the torch. Last one.
Nice.
That's rocket flame. You see how red hot that is now?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stick that to itself. So that's our first piece that's hooked on here. And then we put that on there, and I'm just gonna arrange these right around this center rod.
Is that how you would normally start?
Every marble has a different process, so I guess there's no normal. All I'm doing here is I'm getting all those glass rods now to melt into themselves. We got kind of a marble made.
Yeah.
All right, so then I'm gonna just go ahead and kind of remove one of these pieces.
Okay.
And I'll just get rid of it. All right, this is a mold.
Okay.
It's made out of graphite, and we're gonna use this to form the marble. And we're just gonna put this here and spin this.
What is the change in color? Why is that happening?
Well, it's cooling down the marble so fast that we're starting to see the color on the marble. Now this clear rod I'm gonna hook on here is called a punty, used to hold the work while we're working. All right, so now we've got one side rounded up. I have to really watch the color, and I want it to be red hot. The rod is still a little green, but the rest of it's getting really hot. And I'm just gonna put that in there and then spin, and we have a marble made.
So cool, but it doesn't end there.
We're gonna decorate it. And what we're gonna use to decorate is we cut up some pieces of what we call twisty cane.
Uh-huh.
And then also I put some aventurine in there, which is called goldstone. Here we go. And I'm just gonna grab some stuff.
Yeah, it probably won't roll too well with that.
So I have no control of where these end up. And that's what I like about these marbles. When you view these later on, it's like looking at clouds. I do these demonstrations. I may do 6, 8, 10 demonstrations a day. So I think I've done a lot of demonstrations. This I'm gonna make sure it's hard, and this I'm just gonna touch. That weakens that little intersection. I set this on the fire brick. I give this a love tap. And then this is a special tool that farmers use, but it turns out it holds the marble nicely for me, and I'm gonna melt the Pontomark, the marble's belly button, right in. Now,
Wow.
this is a kiln. I'm gonna put this right in there and put it all the way in the back, and that's gonna cool down until tomorrow.
Yeah, Bruce made that look way too easy, but they have several different types of handmade marbles. There are so many designs, so many details, which made me wonder, what is the most expensive marble they have in this place? Well, you won't have to wait too long because we're gonna tell you, and we're gonna show you coming up later on in the show.